everyone, welcome to some Monday loveliness here at Trivia Towers. I'm Beric Livingstone. Obviously we're all still reeling from the sad news that the attempt to break the world record for the most mini domino tiles knocked over in one go was scuppered. Pretty gutted about that, and I'm sure you are too. The team in Germany were aiming to knock down 596,000 tiles, no bigger than a fingernail, and 22 people took 2 weeks setting them up. But just before they finished, a fly landed on one of the tiles, set off a chain reaction, knocked them all down, and they didn't have time to reset. They missed the world record they were aiming for, but still actually broke 4 others. I'm not sure what we learned from this, except that maybe every cloud has a silver lining, and always check your flies. On that sagacious note, let me apprise you of the prize. It's £1,000, and it's yours to win or split if you can get all 12 of this afternoon's questions correct. So stay sharp, good luck, and may insects never interfere with your dominoes. Here's Q1. What's the name of a structure or shelter commonly made for dogs? Kennel, wigwam, igloo. What kept the dogs in what? The little-known B-side, now collectible. If you went for igloo, then the RSPCA are on their way. Maybe not in this weather, but anyway, leaving wigwams to the festival goers, it's a kennel. Yes, trace the word back to carnis, Latin for dog, 83,992 if you got that right. In 2008, a British surgeon spent £250,000 on luxury kennels for his Great Danes. Barking. Q2. What's the name of Barbie's male counterpart? Ken, Ryu, E. Honda. Barbie's going to be 60 next year. She still looks good, maybe a little bit plastic. Now, these three are 3 proper manly street fighters. But who goes home to a pink plastic house? Ryu, but blonde, it's Ken. Ken, yeah, some of you are masters of this game, 82,997 of you to be precise. Ken dolls may be fully plastic now, but the original had felt hair that fell out in the bath. How do I know that? Never you mind. We have another Thursday theme night coming up. This one's all about tech. And whether you're a gadget freak, a geek, or just have good quiz technique, it's definitely worth taking a peek. Now, just time for a quick hello to Jake Platt and the Benji Squad, and to Studio 60 Million. Good luck to all of you playing on to Q3. In music, which of these singing voices is the highest? Tenor, contralto, soprano. The highest note was hit by Georgia Brown from Brazil. She hit a G10, which is basically way off the piano scale. It's not even technically a note, it's more of a frequency. Anyway, these lot will all wobble your glassware, but who can warble the highest? More of a Tony than a tenor, it's a soprano. Yeah, from the Latin for above, 59,515 if you got that right. A few of you thought contralto, 3 of you thought tenor. Sorry about that. Tenors like Pavarotti are famous for their high notes, but even the lowest female voice can go higher. Let's go higher. On to Q4. Which planet's mass is more than 300 times larger than that of Earth? Venus, Saturn, Jupiter. Yep, we are going to mass with Q4. Reach for the stars. Even with his rings, Saturn can only manage second place here. 300 times greater than we are, it's ginormous Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter, the right answer. 39,537 of you getting that right. 15,877 thinking of Saturn. Well, with its big rings, that was an option. Roughly 11 times wider than we are, though. Jupiter is so big that even flat earthers believe it's round. Onwards to Q5. In the 17th century, London's Covent Garden was a market specialising in which of the following? Fruit and vegetables, bread and cakes, meat and fish. Covent Garden, it was the garden of a abbey site back in the 1200s. Seems to be selling human statues and flying chainsaws these days. But back in the 1600s, they were flogging fruit and vegetables. Yep, some of you vegging out, some of you feeling fruity because 23,916 got that right. The fruit and veg bit moved south of the river in 1974, so it's now harder to throw tomatoes at the street performers. Never mind, on to Q6. Which of these people has not won the Football World Cup as both a player and manager? Franz Beckenbauer, Diego Maradona, Mario Zagallo. Only one manager has won it twice. That's Vittorio Pozzo back in the 30s. And these three have all lifted the trophy as players, but who didn't do the double? From the hand of God to the manager of not quite, it's Diego Maradona. Yeah, Zagallo was the first to do it in the 50s, then the legend Beckenbauer came back with it, but Maradona, 16,729 of you got that right. He captained Argentina to victory in 1986, but only managed to manage them to the quarterfinals in 2010. Q7. What did Apple name the games console it released in the mid-90s? Newton, QuickTake, Pippin. This is the console that would cost 3 times the N64 and took 1/10 in its whole production run of what the N64 made in its first weekend. These are 3 of Apple's less successful product lines, but what did they call their button basher? The not-so-hottie named after Scotty, it's the Pippin. And Pippin the others to the post, 5,687. Nearly a savage question. We lost 11,000 there. I'm just going to call it a little bit mean. QuickTake was a digital camera, while Newton was a handheld PDA, basically a rubbish iPhone. Okay, Q8. Where did Charles Dickens describe as the greatest place in the world? Portsmouth, Broadstairs, Chigwell. This is a man who travelled all around the US and to Italy, don't forget. But what did he think was the greatest place in the world? Is it even the greatest of these places, let alone the world? And Dickens said yes to both about Chigwell. Chigwell, where Alan Sugar likes to spend his time. 2,068, if you got that right. Nearly 5,000 eliminated there. Another very mean but not quite savage. Dickens praised the forest scenery and how out of the way it was. Perhaps not his most timeless writing. Okay, 619 of you using extra lives to get back in as we go on to Q9. In the 80s, which Oscar-nominated actor portrayed lead characters in movies about country singing and football? Sylvester Stallone, Jeff Bridges, Kevin Costner. Love those 80s movies, they've got it all. Costner actually is a country singer, but he's better at dancing with wolves than playing for them. Swapping boxing gloves for goalie ones, it was Sly Stallone. Feeling Sly, 597 of you. I'm going to call this one savage. We lost 2,000 of you on that. It was a savage question. Pregunta salvaje. Sly was terrible at both of them, but he still got to play football with Pelé and sing with Dolly Parton, so I guess he came out on top. Like 597 of you there. Let's go on to Q10. The children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, was inspired by which object? Pillowcase, hole punch, Rorschach ink blots. Yeah, now my favourite fact about this book is that George W. Bush said that he loved it and it was his favourite children's book. He loved reading it as a child. Turns out it didn't come out till he was nearly 23. But there you go. The book is beautifully illustrated, but ink blots weren't the inspiration here. Chomping through your tax return, it was a hole punch. Yeah. The Very Hungry Caterpillar has sold a copy a minute since it was published, and 911 of you punching your way to victory there. Eric Carle pitched the idea of a worm chomping through pages, but his editor suggested a caterpillar instead. And the rest is history. 2 to go. Let's go on to Q11. Which of these was discovered during the construction of the A28 motorway in the Netherlands? A mammoth's tusk, a Rembrandt sketch, an ancient boat. Find some amazing things during construction. They found a medieval hospital when they were digging up Madrid to make a new Apple store. Apple say they've since changed the operating system. Here's no spring chicken, but we're looking for something 10,000 years older than Rembrandt here. Closer to ebony than ivory, it was an ancient boat. Yes, the world's oldest canoe was what we were looking for. 573 of you got that one. Well done. Raise the anchor, because we are sailing into the final round. 47 using extra lives to get back in with 573 getting that question correct. £1,000 still to play for. 1 question to go. Here it comes. Q12. Which of these animals has featured in an Academy Award-winning movie? Popcorn Delights, Punxsutawney Phil, Orangey. Now, I think a good animal name in a movie is Hedwig, but then I would, wouldn't I? These are 3 big screen beasties, but who has an Oscar winner on their CV? Seabiscuit received 7 nominations, but for Popcorn the Horse, the answer was nay. What we're looking for is the 2-time Patsy winner, that's the animal Oscars. Putting the hairballs and fleas in Breakfast at Tiffany's, it's Orangey the cat for the win. Orange, you're glad you picked it, 211 of you winners. Oh, well done. I thought we would lose more of you along the way in this quiz, but 211 of you navigating the choppy waters all the way to a feline victory. Huge congratulations to Modada786, to Sweeney67, to Ankle G Janak, looking out the window there, to JM2025, who looks super cool in a kind of Tron-scape there. You all got £4.74 for your hard work and creative brilliance today. Well done to all of you. Great to ease into the week with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm Beric Livingstone, and you can tweet me up or Insta me around at Beric Living. I hope the dominoes fell exactly where you wanted them to today, but if not, there's always next time. We're back again this evening at 9 p.m. with another groovy game. Don't forget, our tech-themed special is on Thursday night. Meanwhile, have a great Monday afternoon. See you soon. Goodbye.